Assalamu alaikum everyone. So in today's video we'll be doing something very different. So it's not gonna be about atheism, agnosticism, or even philosophy, mostly at least. We're gonna be talking about Qadianism or Ahmadiyism as they like to call themselves. And I'll be talking about the most subscribed and I would say most viewed Ahmadi on YouTube and Instagram, I would say. So let's look at the video and let's prove Mirza Ghulam Ahmad as a false prophet. By the way, if anyone who doesn't know about what Qadianis or Ahmadis are, they believe that Mahdi has already come and he has received revelation and they follow him as a prophet. So let's watch the video.
Someone claims revelation towards Allah and has lied about it, Allah would certainly destroy and humiliate them. The Holy Prophet ﷺ is the most truthful of all people, and he remained alive 23 years after making his claim. Therefore, it is not possible for someone to lie against Allah and then have a long life exceeding 23 years after their claim. In light of this verse, we challenge that since the beginning of creation, there has not been a false claimant to prophethood who claimed revelation and then lived longer than 23 years. Hazrat Ahmad ﷺ challenged that if a single person can provide any name of such a person who claimed revelation and was lying, yet granted a respite of more than 23 years, he would be rewarded 500 rupees. Now bear in mind that 500 rupees in those days was a really large amount. Till today, no one has been able to respond to
After
this
this video,
challenge.
I really hope he pays up. So I would like to introduce you all to someone known as Shabate Zavi. So he lived around 16th, 17th century, and his life has been most recorded. And you can look him up in Britannica. I'm gonna post some sources. So this guy was a Jew. Okay, and as Muslims, we do believe that Jews and Muslims do worship the same God. So the God is the same. And he claimed to be the Messiah. Not only that, he claimed that he received revelation. So he does take all the markers for Mirza Ghulam Ahmad's claim that no one can claim that and still live 23 years. But now we need to make sure that did he live for more than 23 years? Well, we can. So he was born in 1626 and he passed away in 1676. So that gives us approximately 50 years. And at a very young age, he started practicing Jewish mysticism known as Kabbalah. So Kabbalah he practiced and he became influenced by it, and he even had students. And at the age of 22, and we have sources to say that, to state that, at the age of 22, he claimed himself to be the Messiah. So if he claimed himself to be the Messiah and he died, and he was born in 1726 and he died in 1676, 1626, and he died in 1676. So that gives us 28 years that he claimed himself to be the Messiah. So he ticks literally all the boxes that Mirza challenged people. What would have probably happened is Mirza did his research and he didn't find anyone. He didn't find anyone, and then he just ticked all the boxes. And then he said no one can live more than 23 years. And he didn't know. And he didn't know these Jewish, the people who claim to be the Messiah, who complete the challenge and who fall under the categories. And this just proves him to be false. This just proves Mirza Ghulam Ahmad to be a false prophet, a false Messiah, and a kadhab. And people cannot just now say that, okay, there might be error in history. No, because we have all the sources and they have been recorded pretty well. And even if you say that there is an error of 2-3 years, okay, or even 5, that's still 23 years. So, to all the Ahmadis who are open-minded, okay, think about it. We have evidence to show that he was a false prophet, historical evidence, historical facts to show that there was someone who falls under the category of Mirza Ghulam Ahmad, the category that Mirza Ghulam Ahmad set up. It's pretty simple. So this is an obvious place, and people can understand that this just proves Qadianism, Ahmadiyism false. But that's my challenge to Razi. He likes to brag that he's some sort of intellectual who is, and that this Qadianism is the truth and is the true Islam. And when there is multiple evidence of him, of Mirza Ghulam Ahmad being the false Messiah. Now, we concluded that. And the reason that I'm making this video is because multiple people, such as Zakir, Brother Zakir, Brother Muhammad, and myself, have been challenging their people. We have been refuting them again and again and again. And then they're just being intellectually starved individuals. They're just shifting the goalpost, strawmanning our arguments, and cherry-picking data and facts to support their ideology and lies. And as you can see on the screen, multiple people have challenged Razi, and what they like to do is they like to change the topic and try to prove that that Jesus died or not. They keep changing the topic to that, but they never debate or argue on the evidence of Mirza Ghulam Ahmad. It just shows that these people are a cult and liars. So by stating that, I would like to end the video. Thank you all for watching. Ma salama.